Okay, so according to Tecton, there is a really big, massive drama going on in Honkai Star community, and actually, I know a little bit about it because I watched Braxophone's new guide over on Acheron, the character which is yet not released, but Hoyoverse already given permission to, if I'm not wrong, 7 creators specifically to make uh, early access guides in a exclusive server or something. So, if there is dramas and we wanted to know about these dramas, who will be the best person to go to? Obviously Tecton, right? So I'm going to react on his new video. So let's see what is this about, and I think it will be best to react on it, right? So let's start.
Yo.
Yeah.
I
How about the situation do you know?
I don't know anything. What happened?
There's so pretty much what we know right now, and this is the reason why it's causing a general unrest amongst some players. Other people are being like, oh, well, maybe it's fine. Is that Hoyoverse is essentially for Honkai Star Rail creators, preferred creators, to put out footage previously known as leak footage a week or two in advance for
Wait, 1
those who they deem
in Honkai Star live stream of 2.1 update, they already talked about some leaks, right? And I think because of those leaks, they decided to give some of the creators early access, so those leaks doesn't affect that much, right?
what's the word? Trustworthy, I guess. So creators are allowed to pick and chosen by the company themselves to put out marketing for the characters in advance, but not everybody. Oh, and if you react to their content, you get copy struck.
Oh,
Well, who said that you get copy struck?
The company themselves, which by the way, check, can we link that?
but
Yeah, I want to see it.
Because that's the thing that I
did
really
anyone
don't
tried
understand
it
is
yet,
how you can
reacting to
go
that
and make
content?
information public and then say you're not allowed to react to this. This is from a screenshot from a creator that this video was approved of by Hoyoverse themselves. That is in their video. I can also link you the video where that is from.
Okay.
I don't understand how people are defending that. Here's the words from. This is approved by Hoyoverse themselves.
And then it's from this video here.
Which was approved by Hoyoverse themselves, yes.
And so unofficial leaks, official early access footage. And so this says this inside of the video.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, in
I see.
Braxovan's videos also,
It's right here. Okay. Yeah, I think this is pretty bad.
Yep.
I do. I think this is bad. And so basically, I guess, like, why are people saying it's not bad?
Because they're stupid.
Do they have any, like, argumentation for that?
They're saying that I'm not understanding what I'm saying and that I'm stupid. And they would consistently explain scenarios that I'm not arguing whatsoever.
So here's why it's bad. So there's something that's referred to as, like, access journalism, which is whenever journalists feel an effect, like, there's, like, another term called a chilling effect, where it basically makes it to where people that are going to do something are not going to do it because they're afraid of an implied outcome. So what happens whenever you have a content creator experience server and then only the selected few are able to be part of that, what it does is it creates a feedback loop of people that are afraid to be overly critical of things that maybe they should be critical of because they're worried that this could put their relationship at...
That's what I was saying. Actually, this is not a problem if there is a content server, a specific server for content creators who can test those characters first and make guides on them. That is not a problem. The problem lies on when those server is specifically made by Hoyoverse and controlled by Hoyoverse. Like, for example, if there is a character released that is not that good, or if you can say that the character is really good but there is some small flaws, but because of whoever's controlling this server and controlling, you can say, quote unquote, controlling the creators also on that server, because there is not very much creators, only 7 of them right now, they can tell them to not say anything about that flaw. And because of this, when they are making early guides, when these guides are on YouTube, many of the people obviously going to watch these early guides and they will get a perspective of the character, that the character is really good, but will not get any information about the flaw because Hoyoverse is controlling those creators. If it is happening like this, Hoyoverse is controlling those creators, and if Hoyoverse is putting some information, hiding some information, I think that will be a very bad thing for the entire game actually. And if this is like a server where they are giving permission to use these characters, but the creators have the say on is the character good or bad. Creator can say freely. I think this will not affect that much in this aspect, but still there is only 7 creators, so this is really easy for Hoyoverse to control these creators, right? And obviously if you are like, it is an employment kind of thing. If you are working for a company, if you say Hoyoverse is a company and these 7 creators are the employees, obviously you will try to please your employer, so you get the early access, right? Obviously.
Jeopardy, and that's the chilling effect. And it's also a way that access journalism is done in gaming. And so what will happen is that you're going to have people that are going to say, yeah, this character's great, this is really, really good, and everything will be more black and white, and you will not have as much of a nuanced perspective. And I think that this is especially problematic in a game like Honkai Star Rail, because a lot of the people they're going to spend $100 on a character. And so, like, if you spend $100 on a character because a video tells you it's a 10 and the character is actually a 6, did they really lie to you? I don't know if they lied to you, but it's dishonest and it's misleading, and it will hurt the players after it hurts the content creators. Like, it creates a very bad environment for content creators, which in turn creates a dishonest environment that is misleading for the entire audience of players.
So the other thing that I'm worried about is that Hoyoverse has to pre-check the videos to okay them before they're posted when guide makers want to make a showcase.
Is it really?
Of the
I
unit.
think they have to do that because there's probably going to be versions of things. I actually don't think that's problematic. The reason why I don't think that's
But I
problematic,
think it can be problematic because, as I say already, like if they are checking this video only to ensure that they are showing right things to the public, like if there is a character with a flaw, as I already told you, and they don't want to show that flaw, and they are taking control of this video to hide this flaw, then it will be really problematic. But if that is not the case, only they're doing it because of some issues, I think it will be okay.
the odds are that a lot of these story quests and story beats are active inside of these different creator servers. Like, I'm just speaking from like my own experience playing on one of these. And so they're probably just checking to make sure that they're not accidentally showing a new boss.
Okay, so if it is the case, like they don't want to spoil the story or something, didn't want to spoil the new boss or something, and while making those guides they accidentally show this, it will be okay. It is okay. I think it is justifiable for a company like Hoyoverse, and they already told us in 2.1 live stream also that this is really frustrating. I really don't like leaks myself, not the character leaks, because character leaks excite us about the characters, but I don't like story leaks absolutely, because it spoils story. And who want to watch Oppenheimer? No, this will be a bad example. No, who want to watch the Infinity War if you already know that half of the heroes will lose, right? It will cut down our experience of watching that film, right? Like this, we don't want story spoilers.
Where they're not accidentally showing something, because, like, for example, like Dragon's Dogma 2, hasn't there been like 50 people that got banned for streaming it already? Like, what do you got? Like, I don't know what people are doing.
That might be a scenario where they might be pre-checking to make sure they're not releasing any unreleased footage they don't want, but that doesn't directly disprove that they're allowed to say this character is terrible, don't pull on them. And I feel like if a character is bad, people should be allowed to say that. Now, here's the example, right? The only example we have of this right now is Acheron. So if you were to say Acheron was bad, well, that would just be wrong. So what I'm saying is I'm worried in the future, if a character is bad, that they wouldn't be allowed to say that. That is what I'm worried about, because I don't know what they're checking. And it did say slander was not allowed, which, once again, I would admit I was a little bit confused on what their definition of slander was, because in the past, when I was critical of a game, people said I was slanderous, but no, I wasn't. I was just being critical of a game. And I was confused that they were also using that same definition, which allegedly they weren't. Or sorry, they weren't. But yeah, so for me, it smells blood in the water, because I feel like creators should be able to say whatever they want to say. I also believe that everyone should have the same ability to make whatever content they want. And I also believe that anybody should be able to react to any video they want, as long as it falls underneath fair use. And I don't understand why.
That's the point. Like, if you are giving permission to some creators to show this content to viewers, this not a leak anymore, right? we already know officially how Akron works by these 7 creators. So if we are reacting to these videos and try to we can say craft some material for our future videos, that should not be bad, right? We should be allowed to react to these videos. And I think because of this thing, could Tecton also could not react to these videos, and because of this main thing is this, he is very salty about this. I think that. So don't quote my words in this.
This would not fall under fair use.
I think that, like, in terms of reacting, I feel like if a company gives you the opportunity to play a game early, they're not giving that to you, the creator, they're giving that to the community to enjoy it. So I think that, like, for example, whenever I've done things with Path of Exile or whenever I've done things with other games, I've always been very open about, like, and I'm always like this, but I'm especially like this whenever I'm doing something and working with the company. The company is not doing it to help me, the content creator. The company is doing it, they're using me as a conduit to communicate with their community at large. And they do empower one content creator, but it's supposed to be for the community. It's not for the one individual person. So I do think that they should let anybody react to this kind of stuff that they want, because it's not really for that individual person. It's for the community as a whole.
Yeah. And that is it. That is pretty much all I was saying.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's true. The thing is that, like, a lot of people have a lot of resentment towards content creators. And I think because of that, anytime that a content creator has something happen to them that's bad, some people are happy about it because it fulfills, like, some sense of, like, righting the wrongs and unfairness in the world thing. But the truth is that these things do affect the entire player base, but they only do so in an abstract way. It's like a secondary effect. It's not a direct effect. And so I think that's why people are happy about it, and that's why they think it's good. But it's really not.
Yeah.
And it won't be good for them either.
Yeah, and the other thing that I really didn't enjoy was people were drawing, and I'm curious what you think about this, is that people were drawing parallels to when they were saying, well, when a creator's sponsored, they also are limited on what they can or cannot say. But the reason why I have a problem with this is these aren't sponsorships, they're partnerships, and they're not being paid for anything. So why should they be allowed to limit what you can or can't say?
But can we say that they are limited to say what Hoyoverse will allow? Did Baxupon made something about this? Please let me know in the comments, because I really don't know many things about this controversy, this drama. So I really wanted to know these things. That's why I'm watching this video, right? So is there any contract or something about this partnership where they have to say what is allowed by Hoyoverse only? Is it like this, like they cannot say anything bad about any characters or something? Please let me know in the comments.
Well, they are limiting what you can and can't say, I mean, to an extent, right? Like, for example, like, you can't, like, show leaks in the game, right? That's why,
Of course.
like, I'm okay with them limiting what you can say, but I think that if you're going to have a content creator review server, the only people who should be disallowed from that are people who, like, blatantly misrepresent things or leak things. I think it's mainly just people that are leaking things, because that's really the issue.
So, okay, well, now I also got a message from someone who is a Hoyoverse content creator, because I'm blacklisted.
Oh, good.
And they said, and I quote, some of them do get paid. So
it is
maybe the Hoyoverse contract where there's paid content creators is a real thing, because this guy is saying
it is a sponsorship.
Well, I'm sure they pay some people, especially if they're making content and that's not like their main content, right?
Yeah.
They'd pay somebody like me to do it, because I'm not really making content about it all the time. It's like, just that's just marketing. I don't think it's that big of a deal, as long as they're, saying that, hey, I'm partnered with Hoyoverse for this.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, they don't say that, but it probably would be good to make that information public. I agree. If you're getting money to make content for a game, I do think it would be important to disclose that information.
It does say, like, this person is using a hashtag Hoyo Creators, and so, like, you could use this as, like, this is an implication of a sponsorship, but it's also misleading to an extent. Like, I think that most people would read this and not put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, I would not put that together personally.
Yeah. I wouldn't either, and so, like, something like Hoyoverse partner would probably be better.
That's
obviously,
I got an ad from Arknights Enfield to do the same thing, where they said, don't say that you're sponsored, say that you're a Arknights Enfield partner. And I was like, I'm just not going to do that.
Well, I think being a partner is totally okay.
Yeah, sure.
Because like partner implies, you know, a business relationship. That's totally okay.
Yeah.
But like creator, like I'm a World of Warcraft creator, I'm a Lost Ark content creator sometimes, I'm a New World creator. Like that doesn't really mean that I'm being paid by these companies.
For sure.
It's too broad of a term, and I think that and also like I think that the term is being used intentionally because people want to be able to say that they're not they don't want people to know that they're sponsored, basically.
Of course.
And so that's the reason why terms like this are being used. It's to obfuscate the fact that they're being sponsored.
Do you think that's ethical or no?
No, of course not.
Okay, I'm glad we're on the same
yeah,
page.
of course. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously not ethical. Anytime
if you're
that
hiding something
you're,
from the viewers,
you're literally not telling people that you're
obviously it is not
sponsored,
ethical.
or you're misleading them into it. It's not even a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely unethical.
Cool. Yeah, and that's pretty much the whole scenario of what I was trying to get to the bottom to.
Yeah, I think that again, people are just they're super afraid, like, or they're like, I think they like seeing content creators that are negative about a game not get like different types of access because it makes them feel good, and they're like, haha, that's what you get for being mean about my game.
Mhm.
I don't think they really understand like the long-term effect of that.
Yeah,
because the long-term effect of it is really bad.
I think the thing that people are really forgetting is this happened. This exact scenario happened, and the reason why I've been so enraged by it is because I've been very much enjoying Honkai Star Rail since the beginning, and I do think I will still continue, but I know a lot of my buddies are quitting content creation due to this, which I'm just pissed off. I saw my buddy Mtash cry on stream because of this shit today, man. You talked to the guy earlier because he's worried about his livelihood now, which really sucks. But the same shit happened with the glider situation for Genshin Impact, like 1.1, where content creators were being put into partnerships to have drops enabled on their channel, but if they accepted those drops, they weren't allowed to say anything negative about the game. And I'm just worried about things getting to that point again because I hate censorship so much, man.
That will be bad for
the reason why I hate censorship.
Not only content creators,
because I'm really
for
bad
viewers,
at it.
for
Because
the games,
if something's in my brain, I'm gonna say it, and it's really hard for me to not to. That's why I get in shit with sponsors so much. Yeah. It's especially when you try to cut me off before I say some dumb shit. It just comes out, man. It's hard.
Okay, so that was the end of the video. But there is something that I want to tell you. Like, this was so sudden. Because of this, I think this drama get bigger and bigger. If it was announced early, like if they planned it, like if they told us they will have a server exclusive for the content creators, like us, I mean viewers, all the viewers, and anyone can join that server given that they meet certain conditions. They can give like certain condition. You have to make guides, you have to have certain number of subscribers or anything like that, and obviously not only 7, they had to take more content creators, because if you have more creators there will be more diversity, and because of this, the hiding of the facts, the numbers, hiding of the character flaws will be less, because there are more people who can spoke up. And obviously, if they are making this because of hiding some facts from the viewers, it will be very, very bad for the game. Like now, the 7 creators, they had access of this server. They can make guides 7 days early from other creators, and they can change perspective of these characters in the community. So they have the power to change the perspective of the community about these characters before they get launched, right? So I think many of the creators are salty because they cannot react to these videos, react to this content. They don't have access to it because of this. And obviously I don't have any effect on it because no one watches my video, so I'll get affected by this. So maybe this will also not be getting any views, but still I wanted to know this drama. I never reacted to any videos on this channel, so that's a new experience. So again, I'd like to thank you, Tecton. Please don't end strike or something me. And that is it for the day, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I already made a video previously today about Gallagher's Kit. So if you want to watch that video, I'll give link in the description. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep playing.